Let me say good morning to you. I pray that you're having a great day so far. The weather is going to definitely change a little bit later this afternoon. But I decided to come on for just a few moments to have a very serious conversation that needs to be had, and I pray that after I've had this conversation, there's a possibility that maybe somebody's mind might be changed, maybe someone's heart may be changed, maybe somebody's mentality toward this issue is changed, because I know that it is overwhelmingly important to have this conversation. I know some probably don't want to hear it. They don't want to talk about it. They have already made it up in their minds what they will and won't do. I got that. I understand that. I know we are free will agents, and we are only concerned about ourselves. That's as far as we go. That's as far as our ability to be our brother's keeper seems to move. It seems, hey Nancy, how are you? It seems as if there is this mentality toward I really don't care. But I got to talk about this for just a few moments. I know I didn't give any notice. People will catch this a little bit later, and maybe at that time. Hey Ethel, how are you? Gina, how are you doing? Thea, good afternoon to you. I see you as you are coming on, but I need to have this conversation. And Nancy, you're exempt from this because we know of your medical history. And but I have watched as different states, including Ohio, for the sake of revenue, have opened up. And the amazing thing about the openings that have taken place is they don't have enough people yet still to fill all of the vacancies of jobs and job applications that are there. Dimples, how are you? And so in this rush, and there are those. Darlene, how are you? Good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. In the midst of that, people are still dying. I have members who have family members who, because of the Delta variants, have buried loved ones. Cheryl Bowdry had to bury her son. Louise Adams has 2 members of her family that funeral arrangements are being made for. What does it take? Louisiana, the southern states that are the lowest vaccination rates in the nation, are now exploding with the Delta variant. In Louisiana, the hospitals are now overflowing. In those 5 states with you-know-who kind of governors that could really care less about the people as long as the businesses were open and as long as money was flowing. That's all that matters. And People are dying. Don't want to get the shot, not going to get the shot, don't care what anybody says. The vaccine means absolutely nothing to them. Absolutely nothing. But I want you to put yourself in the position of some of the recent losses. How would you feel to know that because of you doing what you do and you were to die from it? What grief, what pain would be inflicted upon your family because of your decision? Oh, I'm going to talk about this for a minute, then I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. Sharon, how are you? I'm going to get out of here because I know some people don't want to hear it. What pain do you send a family through that they have to put you in ICU, put you on a ventilator? Nobody can visit you. Nobody can come see you. No pastor can come pray with you. And the only way for them to have a conversation with you is through Zoom or FaceTime or whatever, so that they can see you suffer. Can you imagine what that does to your family? Think about this, because I know we are individual people. We only think about ourselves. No one else matters. We are no longer our brother's keeper. We just do what we do. But how do you think it makes your family feel? Or, let me add one more component to it. How would you feel if you were the one who gave the virus to somebody else and they died? I just need that to sink in for just a moment, and I know others will look at it later. Sharon, I believe it's the 9th, not the 7th. Today's the 7th, today's Wednesday. It's Friday, the 9th. But don't stop praying, please. Please don't stop praying. Time slot for 24 hours, 7 to 8 a.m. I got you, Sharon. 7 to 8 a.m. I'll pass that on. I talked to some of my younger colleagues, and they got the shot because they have elderly and pre-existing condition members in their family, and they did it for them. They did it because they love them. They did it because they care for them. And so I want you to get this word out to as many people as you possibly can, that this vaccination, because I'm telling you, a surge in the fall is coming at an unbelievable magnitude. Unbelievable magnitude. No more social distancing, no more masks being worn, no more sanitizing. We're free. And we don't even have 70% of this nation vaccinated. And the statistics show that the rate of vaccinations is probably at a total standstill now. Good afternoon, Ayana. People who have not gotten vaccinated probably won't get vaccinated. Michelle, how are you? And it just troubles my spirit. It troubles my spirit. Do you know, and this is personal for me, do you know how many family members I've had to minister to as they had to say goodbye to a loved one, that if they would have just gotten the shot, they would still be here. Listen to what I'm saying. The coronavirus is never leaving this earth. Never. It's going to be here until Jesus comes. They have discovered that for those of us who have been vaccinated, we're good for about 6 months before we're going to have to get a booster. And I'm going to be the first person in line to get boosted. I know there are those who are saying that the pharmaceutical companies are going to clean up, and there's a real good possibility. You know what, Dimple? See that, and Pastor T.J. Thomas said something that was very powerful when he came and preached for my anniversary. He said, for those that are still buying weed, you don't ask who processed that. For those that go to the liquor store, you don't ask any questions about the process of distilling and is the liquor clean and pure? Does it have any impediments in it? When you go to the grocery store, you don't give out a litany of questions asking whether this stuff has been injected with any chemicals or anything like that. When you go to buy a pack of cigarettes, you don't ask them what is the probability of getting cancer. This is the thing, Dimples, that drives me insane about people is they ingest stuff. They go to parties. They smoking weed, they smoking crack, they doing all kind of stuff like no big deal, and never ask one question. And then when it comes down to this vaccine, they want to ask all of this stuff. But the things, I'm gonna go even further. Can I go a little bit further with it? Pastor Good, how are you, my friend? Happy birthday, happy anniversary. Listen, when you go to the state fair, do you ask them whether the hot dog is infected? When you go places and you pick up French fries and hot dogs, hamburgers, fried chicken, whatever the case may be, do you go through a litany of asking them, is the grease clean? Is the chicken prepared properly? This is the thing that drives me insane. We ingest tons of chemically induced products and don't ask one question. We don't ask one single question. We go, we chill, we do, we drink, we smoke, we eat, we do all of this stuff. Yeah, they just got a recall on chicken that everybody's been eating. Did nobody ask any questions about that? And that's what people don't understand, Gina. It's like the flu. It's like all of the other stuffs. We conquered them through, you did, Tom, we conquered them through medications. We conquered, what is it? Diphtheria and polio and all of that through medications. And then they want to talk about it's just a difference, a variant of the flu. No, it's not. This stuff is killing people. I've seen it. I've watched them die. I'm watching them suffer. Hey, Lisa. So all I'm saying is all of these excuses, Dimples. We come up with all of these excuses every time we go out to eat somewhere or pick up something. How do we know? Tyson, that's it. Yeah, Tyson. They had a major recall on chicken. Do you know how many vegetables and meat products have been recalled? And we've eaten them. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. What does it take? What does it take to get back to the biblical principles of being our brother's keeper? What does it take? And I understand clearly why young black folk don't want to be Christians. I get that. I'm a Christian because I believe it is the only way to God. I believe Jesus Christ is the only way to God. But I was raised in the church, so my thinking is programmed in that area. But can you imagine what young black unchurched people are thinking about Christians? And we see the foolishness that's going on. We see the craziness that's going on. What, and then we use the Tuskegee situation as a reason for not taking a shot. And what you fail to understand is that's not even what happened. They contracted syphilis and they refused to give them the antidote to see what they would do. We've got this. We've got it. And here's the killer, y'all, because it's going to cost later. It's free. I know that I've been around people who have had the virus. I know that I've come in contact with people who have had the virus. And again, it does not keep you from catching it. It keeps you from dying from it. So that's all I wanted to say. I pray that you can talk to some people and persuade them, because right now, yeah, I remember Chi-Chi's. Right now, people are preparing to bury loved ones who said no to the vaccine. Adamantly said no to the vaccine. Unequivocally said no to the vaccine. They are preparing to put them in the ground. It's amazing. Cecile, how are you? And my heart is broken. My heart bleeds. Yeah, they scramble into the freezer, Dimples, to check to see if the package of chicken that they have is one of them that's been recalled rather than getting the vaccine. And yes, if you have the 2 shot, the first shot will be fine. The second shot, you're going to have a reaction to it. Good afternoon, Terrier. You're going to have a reaction to it. The reaction is letting you know that it's working. And yes, I was just as skeptical. I was just as, and see, Cecile, I'm sorry that I hugged you without my mask on. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I could see it on your face. You were so, I'm so sorry. I will do better. Okay? Just outside, wasn't thinking, had a moment. But I'm vaccinated. Please. Please, please. And Cecile, tell your husband I said hello. I saw the pictures. Tell him I said hello. I'm still wearing my mask. Now, I may not have it on outside, but I'm still wearing my mask. I still carry my sanitizer. I still do what I need to do. I still do it. I avoid crowds. When I need to go to the store and the parking lot is full, I keep going. I can wait. If I order stuff, I wait for them to bring it to me. And you can call it paranoia. I call it life. I call it living. I call it waiting to have another good day. I'm done. Listen, join me at 6:30 for our midweek worship. We're going to deal with that, and then we got a brand new series that we're going to start out on, and I pray that this ministering with your limp has been a blessing to you. And it just troubles me, and I just needed to share that. Hold on, just let me write your number now. 216. Dr. Gator, I pray that you're doing well. Man, it's been a while since I've talked to you. I'll give you a call. I got a Zoom chat or something to get on in a little bit. I will give you a holler as soon as I get off of that, okay? Because I don't want to shorten the time of us talking. Listen, love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Thank you. I do what I do because I love you. I do what I do. I say what I say because I love you. And if I didn't, see, and then once you get over it, Cecile, then you got to deal with, am I going to be a long hauler? Which means I'm going to struggle with breathing the rest of my life. The rest of my life, I'm going to struggle with breathing. So is not wearing a mask worth that? I don't know. So listen, be blessed. I'll see you at 6:30. Spread the word that we will come together at 6:30 for our midweek worship. But you just had 2 cousins pass away. See, they're still dying. And because people aren't vaccinated, these are the people who are going to the ERs, the ICUs, and the cemeteries faster than anybody else. Listen, I got to go, so I got to get ready for this next chat that I got to be on. Listen, you be blessed. Take care. Love you. See you at 6:30.